Hi guys, I'm Antonio Rüdiger.
Hey guys, and I'm Sheldon Edwards HD. Cutz, let's go!
I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got no soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and when I'm sending them. So if I ever win again, it's no I did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul.
Let's go. Feel like I'm at the top of my game, looking down at the rafters. I had the sun in these boys, can't even blast. A lot of dudes just...
When I think about my journey and walking up the shot, I feel a sense of pride. I feel a sense of responsibility, a sense of hope. Hope that, once in these streets right here, it was just a little boy fresh off the streets of Jamaica, that just all I had was a dream. And the dream was realized right here in this town, Battersea, London, where the first HC Cutz shop is. And everybody that we happen to cut is more like a family. Today's family. Today is Antonio Rüdiger. Antonio Rüdiger, my brother. First got introduced to Antonio Rüdiger by a really, really great client and a friend and a family of mine, Roger Nangaland. Today we're gonna make the freshies happen, And the Rudy waves, Let's go, bro. He took me to Italy for the first time, Rüdiger was like, you know what? I ain't cutting my hair until I find somebody that's gonna do it properly. Nangaland's like, I got the perfect guy. Rüdiger got into the chair. The rest was history. We talked, we joked, we had great haircuts. Like, I started going to Rome every week for like 4 years straight, man. It just became a real family tight bond. We normally go for a fade today, so Tony, as we're gonna leave everything nice and faded for the international break, we're gonna do a little taper, clean up it a bit, and just give it nice and sharp for the game, while not doing too much, huh?
Exactly.
I remember meeting you in Rome, and you never had no medals, Tony. Yeah? And I see you in London racking up the medals. You win a medal, I feel like I won a medal, bro. That's what it means to me.
Cheers,
bro. Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. Tony, players are dreaming of moments like this. Now you have dreamt it and you've lived it. What's it like, bro?
Yeah, like...
Chelsea, World Cup champions. The team who won the UEFA Champions League have now added the world title to it.
That was madness, started all with the FA Cup in my first season, and that was my first club trophy that I won. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing, and then following up with Champions League, because I came from a difficult period before that. I never thought I would come near it, to be honest, And then winning it, that was like, wow.
And congratulations, bro. You work hard for it. I know you work hard for it. I know the sacrifices, and I respect that, man. But every time Chelsea wins something, bro, you go viral for your dancing. It's like the entire social scene and Chelsea fans are waiting for the Rüdiger breakout dance in the dressing room after a win.
Oh, bro, first of all, you don't win trophies every day, so... you have to be happy, because as you said, you sacrifice a lot, and there's a lot of pressure and a lot of games, a lot of training, a lot of flying, not seeing your family. So, man, if you win something, let everything out. I think I'm part of his family and he's part of my family, because I'm not the person. I'm very private in life, and he knows my family in and out, and I know his family in and out, and. It started from being just a barber to being my friend, being family.
Bro, what's dancing to Tony and his family? Because I came to your wedding, and I saw your sister moved, Let's rewind back. I came to your mom's house for the barbecue, and the family was moving. What's with Tony's family and dancing?
It's just normal, it's just having good vibes. Like me, I'm the youngest of 6, and like everyone is now grown up, and so when we get back together once a year, it's time for celebration, we enjoy. It doesn't matter if there's stress on the road. No, but at home we enjoy, and this is the most important thing. My mother said wow, his English was so good.
My English? No, just Jamaican English ain't that great.
No, my brother, you came with the proper English one.
No, I would not say that. I would not say that. Bro, I've been to Germany a few times, and I've actually been to Berlin, where you grew up as a kid. What was it like growing up in Berlin for a young Tony, man?
To be honest, it was the toughest, but also the best time of my life, because there's where everything started. Growing up in a kind of refugee area, where all the refugees came from But for me, it was like very nice place. I liked it. You know, like in Germany they call it the little ghetto. But for me, it was a nice place. Like friendly people, different cultures. You know, like at the end of the day, like I grew up in Germany. I was born and raised there, and that's and I highly respect it, and I'm thankful for that. But still, you know, like there's also another background of Sierra Leone, which I also deeply love. You know, like was always interested as a kid. I always had heart for Sierra Leone, and it hasn't changed. And you know, like the love over there is like, wow, this was like ridiculous. Like when I got off of the plane, that was madness, man. That was.
What's it like playing for Germany, bro? 'Cause that must be something different.
You know, like to represent your home country. This is massive. You know, like not everyone has that privilege to do that. So that tells you you're one of the best in your country. That was always like a child dream, you know, like I was not the biggest talent, you know. So like I always had to be like mentally stronger than the others, you know, like never stop believing, you know, never stop dreaming. Back in the days, like you know, one time he came to Rome, I saw him very sad. And he told me he got kicked out from the shop he was working before, and I said to him like, yeah, like of course it's sad, but you don't need to worry because in what you are doing, you're one of the best. And for me, like I always tell him like what he does for me in some way, it's art. Like for me, I'm honored because every time I call him, every time I hook him up, he's available. But I also know that his schedule is very, very tough. Like he's everywhere.
We're up in here, Lille. It's a beautiful city, it's a big city, it's a lovely place. It's a bit cold though. And today we are here to see one of the brand new members to our HD camp, Timothy Weah.
Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles. So I'm in my element, it's evident that
It's very important HD family keep growing by people like Tim Weah because, and he's got a bright future, man. He's a USA international and he's up here playing in Lille. His dad's president of Liberia. Let's go. Let's see the prince.
I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. But known for my city like OAGZ. Set the pace as long as you finish. Consumers find your way.
You know, I like pressure, so I feel a bit under pressure at the moment because I've never met him. I never give my HD cuts, so now I'm under pressure to deliver. And I see that he's a man that likes his haircut. He likes fresh haircuts and everything. So first when I see him, I'm just going to look at him, look at what I think might be good for him. And I'm going to recreate something. Even if something that he liked before, I'm going to recreate the HD way. So I can see that. Tim, you go for the taper fade.
Yeah,
okay.
Always.
I'm gonna knock this out the roof, bro. Tim, what's it like for a typical 11-year-old growing up, man?
Man, in the States, especially in New York, it was fun. I mean, tight-knit community. Always used to go outside and kick ball. It was important to get a haircut every week.
Pinellas pressure, boy. I never be cutting somebody that took haircut serious from 11 years old, man. Now I'm in problems. In football, as a young Tim, did you even understand what your dad was doing, bro? Having a dad who was the best player, like, literally, your dad is like an icon.
It was cool. I mean, I was born about the time when my dad started to retire, so
yeah.
You know, he was mostly at home.
Yeah.
But you know, as I started to get older and I started to take football more serious, you know, just seeing what he's done, seeing the videos, people used to come up to me and be like, "Yo, kid, your dad was something serious," and pushed me to even want to do more things and be great in myself. So yeah.
Bro, is that a lot of pressure though?
I don't really feel the pressure much. You know, I'm a cool-headed guy. But when I first went pro, there was a lot of comparison. But I think people started to understand that, you know, I'm myself and he was him. If I can be great with doing what I can do and, you know, helping my team the way I can help my team, I think that's a goal for me, and that's what I'm striving for.
So your dad is a hero to me, bro.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that he's been a hero to you. Like, who else has been that kind of hero for you, man?
In my life, I would definitely say my mother.
Bro, you know what? We got something in common. We're Jamaicans, and mommy has done it.
No, she's done it, man. She sacrificed so much.
I heard that.
Long days, taking me to training, coming back home late, having to do schoolwork with me.
So mommy spoil it. Just tell the world. Tell the world mommy's spoiled. You don't pretty it up.
She's
Mommy's spoiled me.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm a mama's boy.
Mommy's boy.
I got no problem with that.
We're together in this. I told you.
Must be what the top feels like, baby.
When I met Tony in Rome, Tony was struggling for beard. Like, Tony wanted a big beard so badly, it wasn't happening, right? There's times when he probably popped into barbershop in Italy and he just took his entire year off. He's like, you know what, it ain't gonna work, scrap it. HD came up. I brought some products all the way from the roots of Jamaica. Yeah, granddad recommended that. I gave him the product, you know, he got it tested, you know, he got it checked out by the staff, because you know that, you know, we can't be using anything as a player. He started using it, the beard started popping. Man, he had all the confidence and faith in me ever since, man. His beard is his image right now. You can never cut Tony's beard off. That gave him the strength and the character on the pitch, you know. All them strikers are scared of Tony, man. Oh, I did an interview with my brother Mikel Antonio before. Mikel Antonio said, no matter what you do, you can't get around Rüdiger. He's just onto you. Like, and the players joke all the time, Rüdiger, you cannot play around with him. Eh? He's coming.
You know, like, I don't like to give up, you know, like, doesn't matter how hard the opponent, how big the opponent, you know, like, I believe there's always a way. You have to try to find out which way.
Yeah. Bro, you played in some great stadiums, you played with some great players. Bro, who would you say is one of the most talented players that you ever played with?
That I ever played with?
Yeah.
Like, I have to give it to Eden Hazard.
That name comes up all the time. What a player!
Yeah, it was.
Eden is such a player.
It was really ridiculous. Like, he was so good. Still, you know, like, of course, like, he's going through a rough time, but still, like, he's like the most talented player I ever played with.
I think a huge example for me would have to be Raheem.
Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling.
My brother, you know.
Yeah.
Razza.
Watching him be great has pushed me to want to, you know, be great myself.
At what age did Tim, decide that, you know what, I want to take on the football?
2010 World Cup. I remember going to the final and just, you know, seeing all the good players, you know, Robin. Iniesta was there.
Woo.
A couple of big names, and you know, after that game, I just knew that, you know, I wanted to live the same life as them. I wanted to be out on the field. I wanted to play in the World Cup. I wanted to play in Champions League. And I think that was the point of my life where I was like, yeah.
You're like following your dad's footsteps, because your dad done PSG before, bro.
Oh man, it was cool. You know, you get a certain type of respect from everyone.
Yes.
I'm at PSG because of, you know, what my dad did when he was there. But you also have to live up to that. And I think, you know, having that challenge has always been great for me. It's always pushed me. We had Neymar.
Neymar was in the changing room.
We had Mbappe.
Oh, come on.
We had Cavani.
That's something else, bro.
Best football I've ever played in my life.
Like definitely, what's the transition period like, though, for you?
It was cool for me, but just learning the language, you know, going to school. I couldn't chat to any girls, so I was...
I said no girls.
Couldn't chat to any girls, yeah.
So no girls, yeah? The language took you away from you, yeah?
No girls for a year.
Oh. Tony, let's try something for the World Cup. How about the German colors in the air?
Well, I know.
Let's put the German. Let's go crazy with it, no?
No, but we tried one time.
So, what did your mom say?
No, my mom said, like, respect yourself. You know, like, said, like, it was like the blonde hair, you know, when I went to holiday. And I took it off after 2 days. It was, there's no me. It's always good vibes, and I think this is very important because it's not always like I'm a footballer, but it's not always about football in life. It's like also you can talk about other things, like also can talk about what he is doing, like show interest. And the way I call Sheldon is like he's the man. He's not always there when the sun shines. So he's always also a person when things are not going great. He's there. It's like when you talk to each other, you know it's real, and I think this is more important.
But bro, like in the dressing room, who controls the pre-match music, man?
To be honest, our kid guy.
The kid guy's got the music on lock.
Yeah.
DJ, Mr. Kid Guy.
Yes.
So apart from football, which I know is your biggest passion, you love music, bro.
Yeah, I love music.
You love music.
Yeah.
Can you play me a track?
That's exclusive.
Exclusive?
Can't even have that on
There's nothing
camera.
that you done like last few years that you ain't trying to put out there to the world yet?
Oh,
Or can you rap for me then, bro? Can you let the world hear you on spot?
I don't even.
You're in the studio. You're in the studio.
Yeah.
You're in the studio. You know, this is your opportunity. I'm Puff Daddy, right? I'm Puff Daddy. Yeah, this is Puff Daddy standing here. This is DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
This is the only opportunity for you to make it, bro. And you have to do something for me for
I got spit a rhyme
15 seconds, bro.
All right,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I got something. So this is, I call this Yay Talk because, you know, it was one night I was just sitting in my house.
Come on.
So I got you. Mama Mary, hope we make it. When people die, do they make it up to heaven? Holy water dipping off on my holy cross. We was just with him, now he got a Holy Ghost. Guardian angel, is you watching over us? Is the Bible really telling us how we thought it was? So much pain in these eulogies. They burying us, brother, same places where the sewage be. We in the country of a white man. Like why you put them diamonds on your right hand? We just doing, they don't like, man. Why they always watching us?
Bro, you gotta be a Kanye.
That's just
man
a little
gotta be a
something.
Kanye. Bro, you gotta be a yay in there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta be a yay in there.
That's just a little something.
Bro, you know what? You're signed. You're signed. Bro, you're signed to Bad Boys Records, bro. We're bringing it back. What inspires them lyrics?
I love 90s music, so I'm into like Dr. Dre inspires me.
Okay, wow.
When the rap was really about passion and, you know, really about the streets and what you know, young black men like myself have gone through over the years, whether it's you know, racism and all those things. So I feel like the bars back then really made me who I am now.
I jumped on my Instagram. It was early in the morning. I must say I must have been tired the night before, a few days ago, and I saw you dancing in a music video with Alonzo. Tony, is this a one-off or is that something to come? And how did this come about, bro?
Cause I go defend you like rudiger. Antonio Rüdiger, yeah. Girl, I go defend you
Well, that was a one-off. That was a one-off. You know, like...
it suited you well, bro, if you gotta ask me.
But that's not this, man. You know, like, you know, I was in Sierra Leone. Had good time, you know, like, and the friend of mine, Alonso, he asked me, please, can you participate? First, I was like, no, man, this is not me and everything. But, you know, like, I said, like, come on, you know, like, if it can help him to get views and stuff like this, you know, why not, you know? No, honestly, like, who cuts your hair?
When, you know what, normally all the guys in here is very good and talented. So on different occasions, different barbers cut me. Sometimes I play around with myself, and sometimes I trust any one of the barbers to give me a cut.
But how you cut yourself, brother?
Yeah, no, just get 2 mirrors and just do the thing, man, you know? After doing it for a very long time, you kind of know what to expect for yourself and how to make it happen, man.
Wow.
Making the lines. But you're trying to cut yourself and didn't work, no?
Because of my hair grows so quick, and then sometimes, you know, like, I don't want to bother him, so I said, like, let me just try, but it's end up in a disaster. I have to call him and he have to help me. It's not even really cut, you know, like, he just tried to clean the line, you know, like, even there's already trouble, you know. So there's no way me touching my own hair.
The shape of nothing.
No, especially at the back, you know, like, and I see, like, you know, like, okay, you have those rastas. I would never do that. But
Would you do a dreadlocks, Tony?
Me, dreadlocks? Come on.
Let's talk about Liberia, man. Like, you've been before, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's it like in Liberia?
It's nice. It's developing. Beautiful beaches.
Mm-hmm.
When I go back, I just like to chill. And the people show you love. You know, the people don't have much, so they're happy for, you know, everything that they get. And I feel like being around that vibe, it just, you know, makes me appreciate life even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So your dad's the president of Liberia, right?
Yeah.
So you're like the prince of Liberia then?
Something like that, yeah.
You follow your dad's footsteps in football so far.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you can be a government person?
Nah. I think after football, I'll definitely get into music.
I think music and footballers go together well, bro.
Yeah,
because I heard some tracks from my boy Paul Pogba, and I'm telling you, well, you have to do a little collab someday because it's a mad thing.
I'm telling you, Paul, if you're watching this, hit me up.
Got 2 lines in there?
Yeah.
You got a swagger, Jamaican swagger, yeah. what advice do you have for that young kid out there, man? Like, what can you say to him to make him believe in himself? But you said a lot of things to me to let me believe in myself when I was really down. But what can you say to that young kid?
And it's simple. It's not always easy, you know. Different circumstances, but you know, like always believe in yourself and you know, don't follow bad people. You know, like follow your own lane. You know, like just be yourself. You know, like don't change because others want you to change or want you to be like that. No, be yourself and be truthful to yourself and yeah, and that's it.
Respect, bro. It's a wrap.
But I'm coming next week again.
Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the fire, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. Whoa. Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's me.
Hey, Tony, man, thank you for coming through.
Oh, brother.
You're looking fresh, ready for the game?
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
Listen, man, I'll see you again next week to make you fresh.
100%, brother.
Thanks for coming through as usual.
Easy, man.
Let's go.
Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them.
Tony.
maybe acting after.
It's all coming, you know, we got jumpers, t-shirts, hats, everything. HD underwear. Tony, can you cook?
I'm a better eater.
My goals for me, but I'm exactly who I'm supposed to be. Cause it's the path that goes.
Nah, this is crazy.